Be with you. I still think about you. I still think about you. Tell me how you been. Crazy.
Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. And we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. And, of course, Jalen Green. Well, he was a guy with a high basketball IQ. He will be missed, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's a big loss for them. He's a guy who can influence outcomes. He's that good a player, and they'll need others to step up while they're figuring out the new.
And the bucket is good. If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set. You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Now here's Thompson. Scoring around 28.5 points a game. A very talented offensive player. On the wing, Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Şengün. The Pacers pull it in. Nembhard outside.
Rockets foul. Mise First personal foul. First team foul.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Halliburton outside. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Turner. Fades and shoots. Avdija pulls it in.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Richard, if you look back at the Rockets' history, it's striking how many all-time greats have worn that uniform.
There are so many Hall of Famers: Hakeem Olajuwon, Ralph Sampson, Calvin Murphy, Yao Ming, Elvin Hayes, and that's only to name a few.
To the inside, Turner. Eason pulls it in. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Ime Udoka for a minute. We talked about this matchup here tonight, specifically what his team wants to do against Miles Turner. Coach told me we need to push him out of the paint whenever we can and make him a jump shooter and live with those results. If we can do that, I think we'll be in great shape. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's Thompson. After the basket by Indiana on the other end. Here's Şengün. Again, Houston.
Out to a hot start. 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
Timeout here, called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
You must have left your dancing shoes at home. Let's see it. Get down.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Siakam in the post. Ooh, poked away. Şengün with a steal. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And man, does Thompson glide down the court with ease. Outstanding at finishing in transition.
Knocked loose. Avdia with a steal. He's all alone. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Since being selected in the 21 draft, Alperen Şengün has really improved.
Yeah, from 9 points per game as a rookie to over 20 in his third year, Şengün has averaged about 5 assists per game over a season. A huge number for a 6'11 post guy. He is so skilled. Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Thompson scanning the floor. And there's the drive. It's Avdia on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. And he makes it.
And guys, one thing that's triggered this run, their proficiency inside the three-point line.
To the paint. Here's Siakam. Eason with some nice D.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
Halliburton misses. The Rockets on offense. They're on a 16-5 run. And it's Thompson penetrating. Indiana with a rebound. Pass to Siakam. And he converts the layup.
A long swing player. Siakam uses that 6'9" length down low.
Thompson right side. Now here's Şengün. Mathurin with a rebound. And here's Mathurin. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They trail by 9.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Here's Risacher. He's scoreless. Outside Eason. On the wing, Thompson. Lays it up and banks it in. Thompson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Siakam the screen. Yep, that one's good. Siakam's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Amen Thompson, he's feeling it tonight, and he's been the driving.
The Pacers.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Rockets.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
And the Pacers with possession here. The Rockets getting their last shot to go.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Şengün. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Siakam in the post. Takes a three. And it doesn't fall for him. Made two, missed two now. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Houston shooting their first free throw of the game. Grant, soft touch, but hard nose. That's Reed Sheppard.
Yeah, B.A. His shooting alone makes him a pro. But his tenacity, toughness, and commitment to his overall game give him a chance to make him a star. And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
The Pacers have a star tandem with Tyrese Halliburton and the newly re-signed Pascal Siakam, who set up his all-star point guard. His knowledge of the game and his desire to win and get better, that's all you can really ask for from a young player. Out there on the floor together, I think it's naturally just a fit. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Here's Brooks. No good with a layup. Pacers trail by 15. To the middle. Here's Toppin. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Brooks outside. Shoots over Sheppard. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. And the Rockets lead by 15.
And very few teams rely on mid-range jumpers nowadays, but that's been their preferred way of finding points.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And here's Indiana now. 15-point game. Toppin with it. McConnell outside. Back to Toppin. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And the league has cut down on back-to-backs, but some pushback for a surprising reason. Richard, teams need multiple days off in order to practice.
Yeah, that's right. With only 1 day off between games, teams don't usually practice on those off days. It's not as simple as it looks.
Now here's Thompson. Give him 8 points now. Here's Filipowski. Can't cash it in from close range. Pacers trail by 14. Toppin outside. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's 2 fouls for him so far. But I still think he needs to stay aggressive.
Walker sets a screen. Yes, it's good. Sheppard's got his first bucket in this one. Houston leading by 12. Thompson outside. Drives to the hoop. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Tough to slow Thompson down when he's got a lane to the rim like that.
Here's McConnell. Toppin outside. It's stolen. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. The shot by Filipowski, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Stolen by Thompson. Here's Holland. And it's Houston scoring again.
Not exactly what Coach wanted coming up the floor, but he'll take it.
Pass to Nesmith. Back to Toppin. The kick out to Walker. Here's Shepherd. Brooks defending. 6 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Shoots a fadeaway. Walker's shot is off. The Rockets lead by 17. Here's Filipowski. Back to Thompson. Fires the three. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Right side, Walker. Outside, Nesmith. And once again, off the mark by Indiana. Houston with the ball. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Following this one, they host the Trailblazers. It'll be the second of 3 straight games on their home floor. Another shot. Here he goes. A nice shot by Filipowski. Filipowski's got 5 now. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. There's a screen by Toppin. Here's Shepherd to halt the run. Adams grabs the miss.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
And here's Shepherd for 3. A dominating first half of play. And so far, it hasn't been close. The Rockets on top, just dominating this one. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Filipowski for 3. Indiana with a rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Siakam. Thompson pulls it in.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Driving inside. Kept alive by Houston. Here's Filipowski. The Rockets with another miss.
Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
Siakam in the post. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 6 points for him.
He's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
The shot by Filipowski, no good.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
Now here's Halliburton. Siakam in the post. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Miles Turner, the 11th pick by the Pacers in 2015 for much of his career with the team. He's endured the trade rumors. He said, I've still got PTSD from that, but I wanted to be here in Indy. And last season, a renegotiation of his contract, giving him an extension and a raise. Brian, he is locked in as their starting center.
Yeah,
I'm just waiting on the meal. I'll break here.